Yo, what's going on, comic book community and YouTube? It's Edwin, the comic Jabroni. How is everybody doing today? Let me switch over here and turn this off. How's everybody doing today? Happy Friday to all of you out there in the comic community. I brought back the Friday afternoon comic randomness stream. I was at home. I had the day off, so I figured, hey, let's go live today. Let's talk about some stuff. Let's talk about new comic book day. I have not dropped a review video in a couple weeks, so I wanted to show you guys some of the books that I've picked up. Can everybody hear me? Can you guys hear me? Do I look okay? I wanted to say hello to a couple people that showed up right on time. Samuel David says hello, everyone. Two Gun Pedro, yo Jabroni. And Repair Tech Tony says, what's up, man? Let me tell you. It's a great day. It's a great day. So welcome back to everybody that is checking this out on the live stream and to everybody that's checking it out on the replay. Thank you so much for watching the Comic Jabroni, man. I truly do appreciate all of you. Last night, if you didn't know, I went live last night. It was totally impromptu, spur of the moment thing. I had an eBay package come in and I hit up my boy Rod, part of the Comic Triple Threat. And I said, yo, Rob, what are you doing? And he was at home, I don't know, in his underwear and doing nothing. And I said, let's go live, bro. And he said, all right, let's do this. And lo and behold, we had Perry Comics join us too, man. So the Comic Triple Threat was back together last night on my channel for the first time in probably about 3 months. It's been a while since all three of us were on a live stream together. And we had a blast. We went... all three of us together probably went for about an hour. The stream was like an hour and a half. It was a good time. We had a good time. We talked about comics. We talked about the current, the current state of comic YouTube and what's kind of happening out there in the comic YouTube world. I did not post that stream to YouTube. I made it to where if you showed up for the live stream, hell yeah, thank you so much. And then for those of you that have joined the hashtag Comic Jabroni Nation, I put that on there as well. Right now it is unlisted, but I'm going to put it back for the members only, baby. Members. So if you are a member, it's 99 cents a month, and it's that little join button down there. 99 cents a month, man. You can check out that live stream, the welcome back edition for the Comic Triple Threat. Let me go back and say hello to Comic Book Poser, who sent me this awesome AOK the other day. I got it in the mail. I opened it up on Instagram. He sent me some awesome turtle books, and I was just so happy to get them in, put them in my personal collection. I had one of them I had already had in my collection, but I'm a turtle guy. I'll take more copies of a book. We also got Geeky Guy Comics from across the pond, right? In England. I apologize if you're not in England or you're in Scotland or Ireland, but I know you're across the pond. I know you're not in the U.S. Two Gun Pedro says, what's up, y'all? Vanessa Ocasio, Mrs. Jabroni. Boom. What's up, babe? How you doing? Thank you for joining me. I know you're hard at work at the house. Samuel Davis said, it was a great show last night. It was. We had a great time. Two Gun says, damn, I missed it last night. Yeah, it was totally impromptu, but I know there were a couple others that were live at the same time, like 84 Comic Head 84 was live. I think Burke Nasty or Burke Family went live during the same time. But you can't ask permission to go live. You're like, oh, this person's live. Maybe I shouldn't go live. Like, hey, we all go live at the same time, man. And you guys can have 3 screens up or 3 things and be in all the chats. It's cool with me. I'm not gonna ask permission to go live at whatever time, man. There he is in the house, Perry Comics. Repair Tech, was great seeing the CTT together again, man. Yes. And if you want to watch that stream, joining the Comic Jabroni Nation will, give you access to that stream. I want to do something for those of you that support me with that $1 a month, to join the membership. So hey, there you go. You get to see the full video. Steven Valadez in the house says, what's good, fam? And he gives the bicep, dog. How you doing, brother? Steven Valadez is a friend of mine from San Antonio, and I just reposted on Instagram that he is starting to sell he's starting to sell mystery boxes. He hit me up and he said, I want to take a page out of your book and I want to get a book that means the world to me, right? A grail. I want a book that is hard to get. I want to get it, and I want to start selling mystery boxes. So I said, dude, I'm down to support you and help you in any way that I can. So I reposted that on my Instagram. Definitely go check it out. I think it's on eBay. It's in that description, but hit him up on Instagram if you are down for one. And I know he told me that one of the boxes is going to have a TMNT Club shirt. So there you go. If you guys have been interested in getting a TMNT Club shirt, Steven Valadez is going to give one away in one of those mystery boxes. Asian Funk in the house. What up, Edwin? Asian Funk, congratulations. This my man just hit over 1,000 subs. That is, he should have hit 1,000 subs before I hit 1,000 subs. This dude is amazing when it comes to videos and his editing. It destroys my shit. Like, he is such an amazing YouTuber, man. Asian Funk, thank you so much for joining. Perry is in the house, gang, gang. Perry Comics in the house. I feel like I got a fucking celebrity. Let me see. Asian Funk has finally made it to one of your lives. There you go, man. Hell yeah. Thank you, dog. Let me see who else is in that. Flash by Night, more randomness. What's up? Thanks a million for the pep talk last night. Video anxiety definitely helped. So if you guys weren't part of that live stream last night, we talked a lot. Not a lot. It was about the last 20 minutes of the stream. Me, Perry, and Rod, we talked about the anxiety that you might feel when you want to start recording videos and dropping them on YouTube. And Flash by Night asked, have you guys ever felt that anxiety, maybe the first time that you're recording a video? And what I told him was, at first it feels weird. And Perry said the same thing. It feels weird because you're talking into just a camera, right? A little dot. Nobody's talking back to you. I see you guys on the live chat, but nobody's talking back to me, right? And I'm just talking in this room. Probably my neighbors are like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Who's he talking to? But you'll quickly get over that, and you'll find your groove, and you'll find the way you edit gets easier and easier because you find shortcuts and ways to do things that are so much easier, and you just have to be yourself. I love the YouTubers, not just comic YouTubers, because I watch a bunch of different things, man. I love the YouTubers that you can tell they're genuine, they're not fake on the camera, and they are themselves on camera. Like, the person that you see in the video is the same person when you meet them out in the street. And I talked about it last night with I met Perry and I met Rod, and us three, I can definitely tell when you see us on video, we're the same energy when you meet us, out there in the real world. Like, for me, it's positivity, talking comics, want to be friends. I give you a hug. Like, that's me, and I've always been that way. Let me go back to the chat, say what's up to somebody else. Comic Book Poser asking, can I get a version 1 from the box? No. Version 1 of the TMNT Club shirts, gone. I mean, they're gone. Like, I can obviously make another one if I want, but I want it to be super exclusive. Like, if I see you in a video and you have the version 1 of the TMNT Club shirt, I know that you supported me with that shirt. I made this version 2, and that's a variant. And then the next one is going to be a variant. Like, I'm going to drop different versions of this. So if you don't get your hands on that one or this one, there's going to be more of them coming. I just had so many people asking, like, when are the shirts coming back? Can I get a shirt? I finally broke down and said, fuck it, let's do the shirt, man. Let me see. Hey, the Panda. We got the Panda, Adrian Panda in the house. He was asking about the shirts. We're going to go to that. We're going to go there in a second. I'm going to show you guys that shirt. Junior Perez, my comic Poco, the boy, coming in 2022. There you go, guys, 2022. Asian Funk at work. I'm making time to chill with the community. Edwin, too kind, my brother. Steven Valadez. This chat goes crazy. Let me see. Edwin, man, I need the Panda sizes on the TMNT Club shirt. 3X on Panda, like schmediums, bro. I got a schmedium for you. Borinquen Comics, ¿qué pasa, hermano? ¿Cómo te va todo? That's my buddy in Puerto Rico. How you doing, Borinquen? So, what are we gonna do today? I never write anything down. I'm not that. I talked about it last night. I know to say hello. I know to talk about the chat, and then I just go with the flow. But I have a stack of books that I just want to show you guys. These are new Comic Book Day books, except for the top one is an older book. And I also, before we get into that, there are a couple people that supported me that I want to drop this alert box that, hey, they sent me some money, man. So we're going to hit this one up right here. Let's see if it shows up. Boom. CB, comic book poser, donated $5 to the comic Jabroni, and Fatal J super chatted. See if it pops up. Sometimes it takes. It's over 9,000. There it is. There it is. My man Fatal J donated $5 through super chat yesterday. So, guys, I have this box right here, and it's in a lot of my videos because I record through Streamlabs. And if you want your name to show up on the Comic Jabroni's videos, boom, that's the easiest way. You become a member, you super chat a tip or buy a shirt, and then your name is gonna show up on the videos. Let me see, what do we got? Geeky Guy, when you headed home, Edwin, how long left? I got 9 months left, Geeky Guy, man. I got 9 months left here in Augusta, Georgia. It hasn't been too bad, man. It's been a good experience for me. I will say that I have found a bunch of comic shops that are just so amazing out here, and some that are not too far away. Like I drove to Columbia, I made that video, that was an hour away, and I found some awesome shops there. I'm gonna drive to Atlanta here very soon, whenever we're allowed to, because the whole military, they're not letting us kind of leave. But as soon as they lift this thing that they have on us, this restriction, I'm driving to Atlanta to go hang out with my boy Two Bros, Dustin. Him and I, we're gonna collab. We're gonna go fuck up some comic shops in Atlanta, dog. Woo! I'm hyped. Can't wait for that. That's gonna be fun. Boric and Edwin, you pick up the new Negan one shot? Nope, can't say that I did. Walking Dead is to me, I never really got into the comics. Do I have a few? Yeah, I got a few. The wife and I, we used to watch the show a lot until that season when Negan showed up. And then it turned into just, I was kind of bored. I was kind of bored with it, man. I wasn't a fan. So I don't really care about Negan. I think I actually gave away his first appearance. I had that number 100. I had it, and I gave it away, man. But let's get into, was there anybody else that I had to say? Yes, one more shout out that I want to talk about. My boys, Lost in Comics, my homies, Lost in Comics from San Antonio. Oscar and Chris recently hit 500 subs, so congratulations to them dudes. They are an amazing, just homies, pair of dudes, comic YouTubers that actually read books, read comics on Wednesdays, and talk about them on their live stream. Their live streams usually go about an hour to an hour and 20 minutes on Thursdays. Every once in a while, I'll jump on their live streams and we'll talk it up. I was on there like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Perry says, you can play with Dustin's new TMNT toy. See, I don't know if you're trying to be funny, Perry, like that's a sexual innuendo or something, but you're nasty, bruh. You're nasty. But yo, Asian Funk, congratulations on 1,000. And Lost in Comics, congratulations on 500. Those guys, you'll definitely see more of them here coming soon, man. Those guys are going to hit 1,000 in no time. So let's get into new comic book day books that I have picked up. If you guys didn't check out yesterday's video, this was the book that I got from eBay, and it is Yarn Man, or as my boy Old Wolf would say, Yarn Man #1 from Kitchen Sinks Comics. There is a little bit of a story behind why I bought this book. And no, it is not because this shit is the next hotness. This isn't the next Miles Morales. This ain't the next Ultimate Fallout. A couple weeks ago, I was on Coast to Coast with Rod, and Old Wolf was there, and Kevin from 1-2 Comic Talk, and who else? Rob from Near Mint Comics. And Old Wolf was talking shit, and this dude was like, yo, there's a book I got that none of y'all have. I know none of y'all have it. And he pulled this one out, Yawn, and that's the way he said it. He's a Boston guy, Yawn Man. So what did I do? I went straight to eBay as we were on Coast to Coast, and I bought a copy, and boom, there it is, y'all. Bam, I had to get the Yarn Man. Let me see. We got Magic Lasso in the house, man. He said, what's up, Jabroni Macaroni? What's going on, Magic Lasso? Thank you, Doug, for joining. Perry says, nah, he got a big one. Oh, Perry, I hate you. He got a big one. Jesus. I gotta drink water because it gets hot in this apartment, man. So, DC. What I'm about to show you is all DC and indies. Because Marvel, for me, has been dropping the ball the past couple weeks. They haven't really been dropping anything. And when they do, it's like every other week. And there hasn't really been anything that I've wanted. except for Marauders. And I think Marauders came out like a month ago, man. But starting with DC, first book, here you go. Dark Knight's Death Metal, issue number 1. This is the David Finch cover. Quick rundown on this book. If you have not read much DC in the past 4 years since Batman Who Laughs showed up, since the original Metal, you're not going to understand shit that's going on in this book. This is going to seem like the craziest book in the world. That's for sure, because this takes into account Metal, that Metal series, flash forward with Wally West, the Justice League run where they're fighting the Doom, the Legion of Doom, and Perpetua and all of that nonsense, and Justice League No Justice. This takes into effect, it takes into, you have to remember pretty much everything that has happened from then on. And it doesn't really do a great job of kind of talking about those paths. It does sort of. There is a splash page with a ton of writing, and I know that's Perry Comics at what he hates the most. But there is one splash page where it kind of talks about things that have happened, but there are a bunch of characters in here that if you have not been keeping up with DC, you might be lost. Comic Book Poster, my review of this book was, the art in this book is so dope, but I have no goddamn idea what's happening. Boom. I will tell you that I'm a DC homer, right? I love reading DC, and I've been reading DC for a while. And the only one of those series that I did not read was Flash Forward. So I didn't understand why Wally West was in this fucking blue suit. Didn't get that. But everything else I understood because I read Justice League. I read the No Justice. I read Metal, which I've read Metal like 4 times. I still don't get what's going on. But I picked this up just because you just never know, man. Borinkin says I want to say hello to my boy K Titus from Japan. What's going on, bro? How you doing? He says, yo, konnichiwa o genki desuka from Japan. I don't know if I said that correctly, but hey, there you go. They should have done a Venom 25 thing for this book. Yeah, I think they kind of did. They kind of tried. I'm going to show you that splash page real quick, guys. Let's see. Let's show you that splash. There is a splash page where they talk about, what's kind of been happening. Let me see if I can pull it up. I don't remember. The artwork, it's for sure. I love, I dig the artwork. Greg Capullo, to me, he always kills it with the artwork. Now, if you're not much of a reader, like if you don't really like a lot of text bubbles, there's a ton. Look at this. That's a ton of text bubbles, and sometimes it's a little harder to read because Batman Who Laughs, for some reason, they give him a black bubble with the red lettering, and it is kind of hard to read. But they do have a page in here. Where the hell did it go? There it is. Boom. So they kind of try to keep you informed on what's been going on, but this is informed up to like back in the 80s. Like there is a lot happening in here, and they are tying in a lot of stories with this. Am I going to see it through to the end? Man, I have not decided yet. I haven't decided if I'm going to see it through to the end. If they keep having badass covers by David Finch like this, though, I might. Because I love David Finch's artwork. I really enjoy his artwork and just looking at that. Let me see. Agu Ramos, the spoiler show. That's what I jumped in on. Yep. Agu, you're not reading Death Metal anyways, bro. Don't give me that crap. Don't give me. Agu, thank you for joining. That is my nemesis. If y'all didn't know, me and Agu Ramos love each other, but we're nemesis. Let me see. Bonikin Comics says, have you wondering how is that Batman Who Laughs conquering all these units, but he always gets his ass killed? Yeah, I don't know. He's Batman Who Laughs isn't any more powerful than a regular Bruce Wayne Batman. He's just I can't tell. I don't know. Maybe I know that in Justice League versus Legion of Doom, right? That Doom War, whatever it was called, he has aligned himself with Perpetua, who is this mother goddess of all the universes. So maybe she has given him extra powers. I read it. Yeah, I need to make it. It needs to make more sense of it. Yep. Read it again. I don't know. What I will say is, let me see. This week, this book came out. Strange Adventures, issue number 2. I grabbed the A cover. I really enjoyed this one. Tom King writing it. Who's the artist on here? Miss Gerard. So it's the same duo that did the Mr. Miracle run. If you read Mr. Miracle, you know that was, in my opinion, that was a great DC mini or maxi series, whatever the hell you want to call it, 12 issues. Yeah. Strange Adventures, this was great. It took 2 months or 3 months for this to come out, and I was anticipating. I couldn't wait because this kind of goes, as the first book talked more about Adam Strange and his adventures on Thanagar, not Thanagar Prime, it was Ran. So what happened on Ran and how he's kind of a celebrity with his book on Earth. This book, this issue now is more talking about Mr. Terrific, who is the person that might be investigating, Adam Strange for maybe the murder that he committed. I don't know. I'm digging. I like it. What Tom King does on B-list characters is great. What he did to Batman was fucked up, man. Let me see. Agu, maybe I'll add Strange Adventures on my pool to replace Lois Lane. Yeah, I think Strange Adventures is a must read, man. Mr. Gretzky 9966. What's going on, brother? How you doing? Thank you for joining me, man. Thank you for joining. Steven Valadez bought a TMNT shirt. Woo-wee. Let me see. I don't know. Oh, you know why? You know why that one didn't pop up with an alert? Because I haven't set it up for an alert on that one. But I'm going to do it. Did any of you guys pick up this Joker 80th anniversary from a couple weeks ago? I picked up this Matina. Is this the Matina? Yeah, this is the Matina 1960s cover. I read through a couple of these stories. I'll tell you the truth. I thought it was going to be better than what it was. This is not my favorite. I don't know if I'm going to be picking up any more of these 80th anniversary, like 100-page giants. What I do like is that they have the old school DC logo up here. I'm a huge fan of that old school DC logo. And this cover's okay. What I didn't understand, and I talked about it in my video, is you see down here, it says it's a 1960s cover. How the hell are you going to tell? Like, if you covered this up, would you be able to say, oh, this is a 1960s cover? No. What I liked about Detective Comics and Action Comics 1000 was you could tell the difference in the covers. You could see that the 1940s cover was totally different than the 1960s, 1980s, 2000s. Like, they had different costumes on, and just the aesthetic feel of it, it was totally different, man. Flash by Night says, let's face it, Batman Who Laughs is over 9,000. Yes, he is. I'm a fan. I like Batman Who Laughs. I'm a Batman fan. I like that. Yes, Magic Lasso, you're right. 1960s cover should have been Cesar Romero style. Yep. Damn, I didn't even really think of that. You're absolutely right. Sam Pagan in the house, man. I wasn't impressed by it. Yeah, me neither. I was not impressed. You could tell I wasn't so impressed with it because it's still out. Like, I didn't even buy a bag and board for it. I'm like, who gives a crap? I don't give a shit about that book, man. Looks like a modern cover to me. Exactly. Geeky Guy says, great cover, dude. I got the Art Germ one. The whole Laughing Fish, right? This was a 1980s, late 70s, early 80s story. So why would we have the Laughing Fish on a 1960s cover? I don't know. I think DC is, DC is still my favorite, but they're doing too much with these 80th anniversary. I know Green Lantern is coming out this week, which I will not be picking up. You will definitely not see that on Copper Drop. Let me see. Geeky Guy, great cover, dude. I got the Art Germ 2-gun. Looks like a modern cover. Magic Lasso. But I did pick this one up from a couple weeks ago. Boom, it's over 9,000. JB Discovery Bay in the house. What's up, brother? Says, yo, Jabroni in chat. Have a great weekend. Oh, it's a newsstand. Hey, this shirt right here from Seawood. My boy, let me see right here. Bam. If you guys want a badass newsstand shirt, my boy Seawood has these on his shop, man. Let's see, Magic Lasso. Mr. Gretzky, I passed on the Joker books. Cover looks stupid. Yeah. The cover that I wanted was the Jock cover. I think that was a 2000s cover. I wanted that one, but the shop that I go to, they didn't have it. But I did pick this one up. Batman 92. I did not get the Art Germ because I didn't think that was a great cover. I know people were out there like thirsty as shit for that one. But let me just get the regular A cover. Batman is still one of the better books in my opinion. Detective, I feel like is awesome. I love Detective, but what Tinian, or is it Tynan? I felt like who was it? White Whale the other night said it was Tynan and it's not Tinian. So let me know. Let me know. Is it Tynan or Tinian? But what Tinian is, or Tynan is doing on Batman is trying to bring him back, resurrect this character that Tom King fucking put 2 bullet holes in his chest and threw him out to pasture. You know, I think he's doing some good stuff. He's building up, you know, Gotham City with these new stories. So it's gonna take some time. I enjoy what he's doing right now. Let me see, Magic Lasso. I like the Virgin Ryan Brown Unknown Comics exclusive. I'm done with comic shop exclusives. I can't do it because they're expensive. And a lot of times those books go nowhere as far as value. They take the... I have been hit up by quite a few people about Last Ronin coming out in a couple months. And there's store exclusive after store exclusive after store exclusive for the Last Ronin. And I'm just going to get the A cover. And if I'm lucky enough to get the retailer exclusive or retailer incentive, which I know IDW is known for with their like 1 in 10s and 1 in 25s, I'll get that one. But no store exclusives for me. They look beautiful. Some of them look amazing, and I think the artwork is great. But I can't do it, man. My boy Trinity in the house. What's up, dog? How you doing, bro? I hope everything is going okay in your neck of the woods. Geeky Guy says, I gotta send the punchline cover 3 times by mistake. Anyone need one? There you go. Geeky Guy got an extra punchline cover if y'all want it. Steven Valadez, Alien Worlds had a huge pile of that Art Germ cover on their table. There it is, man. If y'all wanted one of those, definitely. Let me see. Aggressively relaxing in the house. His Last Ronin A cover is so sad. I have to look at it. I thought it was a cool one. Also picked up Batman, The Adventure Continues. I did want the Dan Mora cover. The shop that I go to here in Augusta didn't have it, Top Dog Comics. But the Comic Jabroni keeps 2 pull lists. One here and one I still have in San Antonio. When I left San Antonio to come here, I told the owner of the store, Mike, him and I had a conversation. We talked a lot. I said, hey, I want to still have a pull list here. I want to support you guys even when I'm away. But just have these few books. And it was like 4 books I had on my pull list. Turtles, Batman, Detective, and I had Batman Adventures Continues because I knew this was coming out. And I wanted the Dan Mora cover. And he pulled it for me. So he's sending me that. This was a fun read, guys. I hope you picked this up. This was awesome. And this, a lot of people aren't talking about it, but Harley covers always do very well, especially in the animated series, man. Harley covers, and she is on the cover of this, right? Not a lot of people are talking about who is on the cover here, right? You got Joker, you got Riddler, but you have Harley, right? And you have that the Phantasm, whatever, what was it called? I can't remember. But this was a dope cover. Even Killer Croc down here in the bottom like that. I dig it. Ooh, Geeky Guy joining the hashtag Comic Jabroni Nation, dog. Boom. Thank you. Ooh, yeah. Dig it. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, huh? Yeah, man. Johnny 5 Alive in the house. Happy pre-Father's Day to all of y'all. Have a great weekend, man. Thank you so much, Johnny 5 Alive. Yeah. So happy Juneteenth to everybody out there. And happy early Father's Day. It is Sunday. Happy Father's Day to all of you dads and pappies and papas out there. I will not actually have to work Sunday, which sucks, but I'm away from the family, so I guess it really doesn't matter. This will be the 2nd Father's Day in a row that I miss, man. It makes me kind of sad and not to be home for Father's Day. Last year, I was on a mission through the reserves to Fort Knox. I don't know if some of y'all remember that. Yeah, I had to go to Fort Knox, and I was stuck in the airport on Father's Day in Dallas for the whole day. I didn't even get to fly out to Kentucky until the next day, Monday night. So that sucks. And then this year, hey man, I'm in Augusta, which hasn't been too bad, man. I really enjoy. I like Georgia. And it's given me the opportunity to go out and explore, find comics, man. Like I am such a fan of deep diving in short and long boxes for comics. Like, it's so much fun to me just to see what's and it's crazy being here on the East Coast compared to Texas, right, the Southwest. What's in long boxes that aren't in San Antonio? Like, I feel there are different parts of the country where there are more Marvel books in DC or more indie books than this, and more DC. Like, San Antonio is more of a DC town. I find DC keys everywhere there. But here in Georgia, it's more of a Marvel town. There are Marvel keys up all over the place. Like, the Top Dog Comics that I go to, they have a giant size X-Men sitting on their wall. It's a 5.0. I don't really see that in San Antonio too much. Hardly ever. But this one, man, Top Dog Comics, they got one there. So, yeah, if you're a Marvel guy, if you're a Marvel collector, I think the East Coast might be better for you than the Southwest, the South, Texas. Geeky Guy says you need a Harley Quinn emoji, dude. Hey, I think at 30 members, I can have one more emoji. So there you go, Geeky Guy. If we get to that magic number of 30 members, then I will add a Harley Quinn emoji for everybody out there. Let's move into indies. Oscar, my man. How are you doing, brother? Oscar, I said what's up to you guys. I gave you guys a shout out earlier because I think you guys absolutely just do amazing work. I love both of y'all from San Antonio, man. Chris and Oscar from Lost in Comics. If you guys have not subscribed to them, go check those guys out. They are awesome. Perry says a green pickle emoji. You do. You can get a green pickle emoji, man. They don't want no pickles. Rob Boswell in the house. What's up, Brony? What's going on, Rob? How you doing, dog? Bam, man. We out here living our best life. You got to give the people what they want. So let's move into indies, man. Indies. So these were from, these were from a couple weeks ago. So the first one, Undiscovered Country, issue number 6. This is Scott Snyder, Charles Soule, and Cameron Coley. I can't remember the guy's first name, who's the artist. But this is the end of the first story arc. And this team that has been sent into the U.S. to try to get this vaccine for the Sky virus has now passed the first level, right? Like, let's think of the U.S. in this title as video game levels. In the first level, they're going up against this Destiny man, and they have to get this key to this magic door and then go through this wall so they can get to the next part, which is like a spiral. And it sounds insane. I got it. But it makes so much sense when you read it. And I cannot wait to continue on with the story. The artwork is beautiful, in my opinion. Artwork is great. But the story is just so out there, and it just makes so much sense when you actually read it all. Like, if I'm telling you this little synopsis, you're probably thinking to yourself, Edwin, what the fuck are you talking about? This doesn't make no sense, huh? You got to get a key to a magic door and go into a spiral through a wall? What? And they're fighting a Destiny man? That don't make no damn sense, man. But hey, I think it's awesome. I can't wait to read. So the next issue number 7 of Undiscovered Country, is going to be the next story arc, which I'm all about. We're gonna see another part of the U.S. Rob Boswell, ODG. Oscar says, I miss you, bro. I miss you, dog. Don't cry though. No llores. Perry says you have an ad that's a green pickle. Oh, speaking of that. Oh, jeez. Perry, thank you for reminding me of that. Let's go. Let's keep talking. Let's rolling. I also picked up from Image Adventure. Is it Adventure Man or Adventure Man? Adventure Man. Issue number 1. The Dodsons are drawing this. I picked this up. It's an extra thick issue, and it's only $4, right? Like most comics today are $3.99. This one's like a double sized, and I talked about it on Copper Drop. I really wanted to read this because it kind of spoke to me, right? There's a book that talks about these characters, from olden times, and it's kind of like a fantasy novel or whatever, 1930s, 1940s, and this woman and her son are reading about it, but it ends on a cliffhanger. The problem with this book is you have these two different stories, right? At the beginning, they talk about, I'm sorry for the glare, this Adventure Man and the rest of his team, Adventure Man Inc., and then it jumps into the woman's story and how she's deaf. She has this family. She runs a bookstore, and then these people come in, and it was kind of, how do you say, sloggy? I don't know. It was kind of a chore to read through. I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of a chore to read that book. What did you guys think of Adventure Man? I do not think I'm gonna pick up another issue of it. I don't think I am. I think I'm gonna. The first one was. I'm good with that. The artwork is pretty cool though. The Dodsons, they're to me, their artwork's hit or miss sometimes. There's some artwork of theirs where I'm like, it's okay. It's a little simple. But in this, let's open it up. Somebody on Twitter was talking about, like, when you do reviews, not just me, they were just talking in general. If you do comic book reviews, definitely show off the artwork inside, right? So here is some of this artwork for you. So it's Dodson artwork. Like, if you've ever seen the Dodsons drawn, like, look at this badass splash page. So to me, the beginning of it, when they're actually reading the book and getting this story, you're getting this story told to you. It was cool. But as we go past and we're getting to know some of these other characters, to me it was a little tough to read, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. I put it down and I came back to it the next day and I finished it, and I don't know, guys. Are y'all gonna pick up issue 2? Did you even pick up issue 1? Nah, I don't know. Whatever. Maybe when it comes out, I'm like, fuck it. Let's pick up the next book. All right. Also picked up from AWA. These guys are killing it. Old Haunts, issue number 1 of 5. This was a cool story. About these old mobsters that are coming back. They're back in town, New York. I don't know if it's New York City. It doesn't really say, but all these people that they have killed over the years, all these dead bodies that you can see that they have, put into this like burial ground. It seems like they've buried all the bodies in the exact same place out in the middle of nowhere, and now it's like the spirits of all of these dead bodies have come to create this fucking dead bird skeleton thing, and it's out to kill them now. So issue 1 definitely got me interested in issue number 2. Let me know, did you guys pick this one up? I liked it. Old Haunts, I'm definitely going to pick up issue number 2 on that. Obviously, I had to grab this, guys. Power Rangers TMNT issue number 5 of 5. This is the last issue in this series. This was awesome. I can't wait. Turtles finally comes back out this week, so this kind of gave me a little bit of a happy feeling inside to finally read a Turtle book. But in this issue, we do see the new, like, it's not a Turtle Megazord. It is not. It's not a Turtle Megazord. Oh, I got a notification. I apologize, guys. The Turtles are in the Megazord, and then the Power Rangers jump into Metalhead, like an enlarged Metalhead. So what happens? They do the fusion, and then they fuse into the Turtle Megazord. So there you go. That is the Power Rangers Megazord and the Turtles Metalhead, and they have created one. So I really enjoyed this Power Rangers Turtles meetup. I liked it. Didn't take itself, like I always say, some comics just don't need to take itself too seriously. Just have fun with it. You got these two properties that have never really met before, and you're putting them into a comic book, and just have fun and laugh and read it and enjoy what you're reading. And that's exactly what this was, man. Didn't take itself too seriously. Will we see them get back together? It kind of ends on a cliffhanger. Agu Rama says, Jabroni got a cut. See you on the rewind. Take it easy, Agu. Thank you so much for joining Flash Brown Knight says, picked up old haunts, believe I'll see it through. Yeah, me too. This one though, I'm glad I picked it up. There was a 1 in 25 that I wish I could have grabbed, and it really looked like an old school hip hop album, man. And the Turtles were down in the sewer, and the Power Rangers were up, above the manhole, and they were all looking down at the camera. It kind of seemed like it really, to me, it seemed like a badass old school hip hop album. All right, last book before we jet for today was Wind from Boom Studios. I picked this one up. This is the Dan Mora cover, written again by James Tynan the Fourth, who was on Batman. I like this cover. I like Dan Mora's artwork, but this guy right here, they call him the Bandage Man. He really, to me, seems like Hush, right? Hush from Batman. What can I say about the story? I went into it thinking it was going to be kind of like Folklords, right? Perry Comics put me on the Folklords, and I effing love Folklords. So I picked this one up because it was kind of like that. We're setting this, we're setting this fantasy realm, this fantasy world. I thought it was gonna be like Folklords in it, and it's kind of it's not. It's not. I think it's still good, and I'm going to pick up issue number 2, and this one ends again on like a cliffhanger. You meet these three characters, right? He's the main protagonist. Then you got her, which is the sister, I believe. And then this guy who is like the gardener's son. Although they are on the cover together, you never see these two meet this guy yet. It's only the first issue. But you do meet all 3 of the characters. You get a little bit of insight into this world where it seems like humans have now been relegated to this place called Pipe Town. And they are not fans of magical beings, right? So elves and all these different things that we see from these fantasy books, these fantasy things that we read in Lord of the Rings. They're not fans because they've been beat in a war, and now they're on Pipe Town, and the king has put out a declaration saying no more of these magical people in our world. And as you can tell from this cover, this kid he's an elf. He has to hide his ears in this book. I liked it. I know there are some out there weren't fans. I believe John's Comics with Kids didn't really like it. Him and White Wolf Comics did a review of it on their Wednesday show. I don't think John was a fan. Perry told me he wasn't really the biggest fan of it. He thought it was hot doo-doo water. I enjoyed it. I'm going to be picking up issue number 2. I want to say hello to some comic book hunter. What's going on, bruh? How you doing? Lost in Comics. There's Lost in Comics, man. How you doing, dogs? Also, Boom Studios, I'm all in on almost all of their books except Something is Killing the Children. I picked up issue 1. I didn't grab any more, but I did pick up the 1 per store on it too. I picked up the 1 per store. I did the same thing with Folklords. I picked up on Folklords. I picked up the 1 per store. I picked up the 1 and 25 and the A cover. And was there a B cover on Folklords? I'm all in on these. I think Boom Studios is absolutely knocking it out of the park, man, with their books. And then the 1 Marvel book that I picked up this week, or no, was it this week or last week? I can't remember. I always like going through this shop that I found here in Augusta, which there's 2 shops here that sell new comics. Top Dog, in my opinion, is the better of the 2. I absolutely love this store, and I love the 2 gentlemen that run the store. I like going through their old boxes, long boxes, short boxes, whatever it had be, because I always find something that I didn't see last time I was there, And this one, I saw this one there. The price tag's still on there. I think the price is pretty good for what it is, but it's this Amazing Spider-Man free giveaway from the All detergent, right? So this was a free giveaway with the purchase of an All detergent. Some of y'all may or may not know what All detergent is. It is a clothes. You clean your damn clothes with that shit. But it still has a 40-cent price tag, but it was a free giveaway, so I'm not sure. It is in pretty good condition. I gotta say, it's not near mint. It is like a 9. It's probably like a 6 or so, maybe 6.5. I like it, man. I like finding these off-the-wall type of variants, right? These things that you don't see too often. Let me see. So I picked this up. This is just a reprinting of like the origin of Spider-Man. It has a reprint of ASM Amazing Spider-Man. I think it's like issue 18 or 19. And then it has some stuff in the back. Let's open it, dog. What else are we doing? Let's open it up. I'm gonna show you. Yellow looks good. Yeah, it's in decent shape. It could use a cleaning. It could definitely use a cleaning. But in the back, it kind of talks about like the power, Spider-Man's powers. Let me see if I can. Where is it at? Oh, it's midway through. So the secret of Spider-Man's mask. It talks about. I don't want to. But it kind of talks about his strengths and the different things that Spider-Man can do. So it's a cool book to have, man. Cool book to have in my collection. I like getting, off the wall variants and things that a lot of people don't really see too much of. Send of the Mask tomorrow, bro. AJ in the house. What's going on, AJ? How you doing? Another San Antonio brother. Oh yeah, some comic book hunter. AJ, Lost in Comics. Steven Valadez, all San Antonio bros of mine. Last thing we're going to do before we head out for the day, guys. A lot of y'all have asked, when are the TMNT Club shirts coming back? And I've talked about it on Instagram. I talked about it last night. They are back. So I'm going to show you that, and then we're going to get out of here. But before we do that, let's go to commercial.
Catch 4 turtles 5 days a week.
Primo concept, bud.
Michelangelo, Leonardo, Donatello, and Raphael. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
The good guys who always wear green?
Catch the new adventures of America's heroes in a half shell 5 days a week.
Cowabunga!
Today at 3:30.
And we're back. Batman. Fuck yeah, it's Friday. So here it is. No, it's right there. Boom, right there. This is the website. If you want one of these shirts, TMNT Club shirt version number 2. This one is just like this right up here. It's Raphael. Got the color, got the red bandana, the green face, and you can get it in black, dark heather, whatever the hell color that is. There you go. Dark heather. And in navy. Boom. So there are 3 colors to it. The sizes are all the way up to a 3X, but I will say with the 2 and the 3X, you have to pay a little bit extra to get them bigger. I know Panda was talking about he needs the Panda size. Brother, I think you could fit an XL, man. Definitely fit an XL. So those are available. As you can tell, it says limited edition because they are only available for 2 weeks. Once those 2 weeks are out, that's done. Version 2 is out. I'm gonna move over to a version 3. Because of all the COVID, this is through Streamlabs, right? It's not through Teespring. Because of the COVID, the Corona, the shirts are taking a little bit longer to ship. So be mindful of that. If you buy a shirt, it might take a little bit. I bought a shirt, one of these. I bought one of these 2.5, 3 weeks ago. And it's still, they still haven't hit me up about it. I do have the receipt saying, hey, yes, you bought the shirt. We are in production on it. But yes, because of the whole COVID, guys, it's going to take a little bit longer. But if you want to buy a shirt, they are available right now on my Streamlabs merch website, which should be down in the description below. If it's not, I'll put it down there. But hit me up on Instagram, send me an email if you want the link to it. I will definitely send that over to you guys. There's nothing else that I want to talk about here. Let me move back over. Boom. There we go. So everybody have a happy Friday. Happy Juneteenth to everybody. Happy early Father's Day to all of you dads and then you moms out there that play both roles, right? Because there are some others out there that play the role of dad and mom. So happy Father's Day to all of you out there. Have a great weekend. Have a great Friday. Remember to drink your bourbon however you like, but drinking bourbon keeps you healthy, keeps the brainstem lubed up. Collect what you love and collect the way you want. Read what you like. Warlord in the house. Hello, Jabroni. You're a little late, Warlord. We're about to get out of here, but definitely catch it on the replay. And if you want to see the comic triple threat or the first time back in over a month, you have to be a member of the hashtag Comic Jabroni Nation. That was last night. It will not be listed for everybody. That's going to be a members only deal. But have a great day, guys. Take it easy.